Hi everybody, I'm going to do a couple of short videos just talking about stances. This first one we will cover Moasagi, closed stance, which is your shuru movement. Narani Siagi, which is parallel stance, which is your Junbi. And horse riding stance, which is one of the first things we normally do. First of all, Moasagi. So when you hear chariot, boom, your feet come together and they're closed, and it's as simple as that. So this is wrong, and basically anything which is not with your feet together is wrong. You shouldn't be doing that. So just when you hear chariot, boom, or you hear Mwa Siagi, which is quite rare, your feet come together. Now Rani Siagi, parallel stance. The clue is in the name. So you look at my feet, they're parallel. When I step out, they're still parallel. They should be the size of my foot apart-ish. This is too wide with that gap. This is too narrow. It's as easy as that. So you come from your closed stance, Wasyagi, Narani Siagi. Your feet are parallel, they're on the same line. Back here. It's as simple as that. So those are very, very easy. The next one, Jujun Siagi, horse riding stance. Let's look at it in real detail. I put my feet together, turn once, turn twice, and maybe give it a wee bit extra. That's how far apart my feet are. My feet are parallel. Okay? Start off with that. Make sure you get it right. From there, make sure that your knees are above your toes and that your bum's tucked in. That will be a nice Jujun Siagi, a nice horse riding stance. Okay, so if you look at it from the side, I'm here. As I step out to my stance, my left leg moves out. You'll learn to judge the distance properly. As you sit down, you're tucked in, my knees are above my feet. Body's upright, tucked in here. Yeah. You'll feel this on the fronts of your legs. It's a really good one to just stand in that stance. Feel yourself getting eventually stronger, but initially more tired. When you do it, come from here and you step out. So normally we'll do a double elbow. As you step out, boom, knees are out, tucked in here, and I am strong on the ground. That's quite important. Yep, I'm down, bang, and that's me locked and ready to go. What I'm going to do now, and I will, before I do each one, I'm going to show you what not to do, because I know that everybody tends to make the same mistakes and do the same things wrong and take the same shortcuts quite often, where it does hurt. It hurts here to stay in this stance, so people ease up and move around a wee bit. So let's look at a few of the things that people do wrong. And I think the most common is that when people step into their stance, their knees are in here. Yep. There's my foot. So you need to be out here. If you want, put a line of tape, a line of black tape down your knees, down your shins. Stand in front of a mirror and ask yourself, are the lines parallel? Or are they not? So, to take some of the pressure off your thighs, I know that some people drop their legs in. So, a good practice to build up the correct muscles, get yourself a camera or a mirror, and from here just step out, boom, and then look, are my shins perpendicular to the floor so that my knees are above my feet? Yeah, simple as that. That's the most common mistake. People get tired. Don't get tired, push out. You can, if you have resistance bands, put them around your legs and then get a real nice force out of that. That is the most common thing that happens. Second most common thing, and I'll show this from the side, is that people step out and they stick their bum backwards and your body tilts forwards and you're off balance. What could happen if you're here, someone pulls you, you're going to move. Think about the knot of your belt, tuck it forwards. My knees are still above my toes and you're here. Your body's upright, yeah? So that's the second thing, boom, we want to avoid. The third thing I think is probably less common for getting wrong because I tell you so much about it, but there's a reason for me telling. The third thing is when your feet are not parallel. So even if my knees are above my feet are pointing out slightly, okay, that's not quite right. And if you want to be really strong and you want to learn how to move in a pattern, then you must have your feet parallel. Basically once you've done your first grading, you're in a position to check in class, or if you're at home practicing, have a little check. Are my feet out now or not? So if you look down, your feet are out, pull them in, and there's the difference. That, boom. Mightn't look like much, but it's noticeable. Yeah, especially when you're getting up higher grades, you need to watch that. Okay, so I'm going to take a break for 1 second and we're going to come back and talk about moving in a horse riding stance. So these little videos are going to be very, very technical, quite complex, but hopefully if you watch or you listen, you'll be able to pick up stuff that you can practice yourself. So the next one, we will talk about movement in horse riding stance. Okay.